I believe that I've just gone live, and today I'm going to be cold calling again. So I'm still figuring out the system as I go. I want to get a power dialer set up so I can just blast through calls. I want to share screen so you can see my power dialer and you can hear the calls as they happen. If you're coming or watching this for the first time, my name's Deepak Shukla. I enjoyed cold calling again recently. So it's just ringing people that we've sent LinkedIn requests to. Oftentimes they forgot who the bloody hell we are. So it is like a cold call. LinkedIn gives phone numbers, and you're able then to call people directly. So if you're watching, please do leave a comment below. It'd be great to hear who you are and where you're from. I'm going to just spend 1 or 2 minutes checking who is around at the moment and seeing that this thing is going live. So I think we're going live right now. I'm just checking my screen on Facebook. So yeah, guys, if you're just joining, please do leave a like and a comment below. It'd be good to hear from you. And I'm gonna just share this link right now with some of my team. So live cold calling now if you want to watch. So I'm just sharing this with some people and I'm going to be calling people that have said that they've got an interest in PR. So let's just see what happens. If you guys got any ideas for me, as long as I can pitch a Pearl Lemon service, then I'm quite happy to call anybody if I can get through to them. Now I have got the numbers directly of people here, which is quite handy. Yeah, I'm just gonna really try and ring them. So yeah, if you're watching, I'm gonna try and aim to do this every day. I'm just still checking. We've gone live in Lemmings per Lemon, my Facebook. So cool. I'm gonna share my screenio, guys. Someone is in Los Angeles. It's been following for a while. You know what? It just says Facebook user, by the way. So please do, annoyingly, the guy who's in Los Angeles, do write where you're from. So if you're joining, please comment. I'm gonna do 30 minutes of straight cold calling. It annoys me that people give cold calling advice, and then I'm like, yeah, mate, let me see you cold call on camera, and then they disappear. So there you go. I want to show you literally what happens. So I've got this sheet in front of me, digital PR LinkedIn campaign. We've been doing LinkedIn outreach, and LinkedIn through the system we have at Pearl Lemon pulls out Pearl Lemon leads, pulls out some of people's data. So I'm gonna ring. Who am I gonna ring? Steve Malay. Now that's Tyrone Ash, isn't it? No, I'm gonna ring Steve Malay, I think, who's a co-owner at Create. So let's just have a look. Finance professional, property industry, Steve, Create Properties, a family-owned group of companies. So okay, brilliant. So let's just have a look at what Create is. Building amazing properties. Wow. Develop real estate projects for our clients. Okay, so he's got eight people within his company. So let's just ring Steve. I'm going to put the call on loudspeaker so you can hear me. I'm just ringing from my mobile directly for those guys who can see, and I'm gonna give Steve a ring and then just see what the fuck happens, basically. So guys, welcome. I'm gonna start cold calling now. I've got until 1 o'clock, so I've got 25 minutes. So I want to try and make a couple of calls. 07823 07823 449797. Okay, I'm calling Steve. He connected with Heather a while back. Let's see what happens.
Afternoon, Steve speaking.
Steve, my name's Deepak. I am calling because I don't know if this rings a bell, but I believe my colleague Heather connected with you on LinkedIn. It might have been a couple of weeks back now, in truth, but Heather from Pearl Lemon, and it was in regards to like PR, public relations. Does any of that ring a bell, or you don't remember at all?
Kind of ring a bell, but at the minute it's probably bottom of my agenda. Been an accountant, but I've got the chance to box off
That's
Is there any way you could call back next week?
Yeah, brilliant. While I have you here, can I take 20 more seconds of your time? Just to yeah, brilliant. So long story short, we're a marketing agency. Digital PR is one of the things that we do. We also do well, we make calls like this. So we do some obviously cold calling outreach type of stuff, and we do ad campaigns. Is there any other stuff outside of PR that could potentially be interesting to speak about? I appreciate you're busy and stuff, and I want to come straight to the.
Is get a conversation going with people of high net worth. So if you've got a few strategies on getting that going, then we'll listen.
Can I give you one example right now of an approach that I think might work if I can run it by you?
Go for it quickly.
Okay, brilliant. So we look at decision makers on LinkedIn. When they connect with us on LinkedIn, we're able to, a lot of the time, get direct phone numbers in the same way that we've got with yours. One of the brands that we work with, they are an investment product, and we've been able to secure for them about 300 grand's worth of business because someone like myself and our team would make calls like this, have sent the connection request, and literally replicate what I'm doing with you right now. And that's the way oftentimes we'll talk to people that have basically high net worth, or we'd estimate to have high net worth. Do you think that might be useful for Create?
That might be very useful, yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Well, what I want to do, how about this then? Let me know if this sounds reasonable to you. You obviously want to know more. You want to know about pricing and how it works and expectations. I want to connect you with our head of biz dev, Jude, to basically run you through how it might work. Obviously, it's got to make sense for you, all of that good stuff. When is a good time for him to maybe just have a 20-minute chat with yourself to just talk it through?
Probably next week, any afternoon. Like, really, I'm quite flexible next week because the diary's kind of open. I've got all my deadlines this week.
Okay. What about then? I'm basically what I'm doing is I've got Jude's calendar in front of me, of course. What about Tuesday at 11? Does that seem reasonable to you?
That seems reasonable, yeah.
Okay, brilliant. And then just because I'm just looking on my, so I've got an email for you. Is that, I've got steve.mali@gmail.com, but is that an email you check, or are you likely to?
Yeah, that's my personal one. I've got steve@createproperties.co.uk is probably
okay, steve@createproperties.co.uk. Okay, brilliant. What I'll do then, Steve, is I'm gonna add that to Jude's calendar. So in about, let's say, 10 minutes from now, you're going to get a confirmation from his calendar for Tuesday at 11. That's with Jude. And then obviously I'm going to prep him just to say, this is the chat I had with Steve. He wants high net worth individuals. Let's just go. You sound like a man who wants to come straight to the point. Is there anything that you think, just off the top of your head, that you think, Deepak, just ahead of the call, I'd like Jude to know this already, or I'd like to see this? Is there anything, or is it, nah, I'm fine, let's just have the chat on Tuesday?
Not really, other than our business model is basically buying property up, refurbishing it, and kind of putting it back on the market, or we're actually moving more into the new build sector. So hence why the high net worths and kind of using their money to kind of give them a good return. And we kind of have cheaper money than the kind of bridging and development finance. So it's a win-win what we're trying to aim for. So that's the only thing that probably worth knowing.
Okay, all right, wicked. Well, yeah, the great thing is we work with some prop firms and we've done some investment stuff. So that sounds good. I'll tell Jude exactly what you said about your ideal kind of client and the uplift in value when you get the property and then returning their money. So listen, all of that sounds good. As we said, Tuesday 11, 20-minute chat with Jude. I'll brief him, and if it makes sense, hopefully we can do something together.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, wicked. Cheers, Steve.
Cheers,
no worries. Bye. So guys, that was a good start, wasn't it? So there you go, guys. I had my first call, and I don't know, could you guys hear that? If anyone can write a comment. I'm looking at Restream right now, where I'm calling. It's a tool that I'm using, as you can probably see, and I've called Steve at Create Properties to book a call in with one of my one of the guys on my sales team, basically Jude. So I'm gonna book it into his calendar right now, and that is the plan. Let me just make sure that sorry guys, it's quite difficult to basically do this and take all of the notes for it. But if anyone's got some immediate questions that are coming in about that call or comments, please do leave a comment or write the question in there, and I can potentially try and answer. But that was a pitch for offering, of course, cold calling, really. And he is looking for high net worth individuals. I spoke him through the process, and sounds like he's up for it. So there you go. So I'm gonna book that call in now with Jude. Did he say Steve at createproperties.co.uk? Guys, you're gonna have to bear with me 1 second. I'm trying to bring the website up. Yeah, createproperties.co.uk. Okay, perfect. Sorry, I've just got it here. You know what? I'm gonna share my screen so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. So hopefully you can see my screen. So I've got Steve, and then it's Steve at createproperties.co.uk. I'm gonna put in his phone number, and I just rang him, of course. So I'm gonna add it into here as a URL we should look at prep, and it's createproperties.co.uk, of course. What else is there here? LinkedIn. Now you approached me. Website, Pearl Lemon. Phone number. We've got his phone number here. So our tool uses SMS reminders. So he'll get the looking for high net worth individuals. Net worth individuals to talk to. Net worth, yeah, talk to for flipping properties. Spoke to your colleague Deepak. He rang me. Okay, understood. I'll be there. Monthly budget. Just put that in there for now. So I think that I've got his details, and I've made the booking. So that's that one sorted. We're at 12:43, and I'm selling anything from Pearl Lemon. We do a lot of different things in the digital marketing space. So I called this guy, and it was about PR, but he was not interested in that. So then I told him very briefly what else that we do. So once I spoke to him about obviously the cold calling side, then he said, well, he told me booked. Oh, so you can see this is my CRM. Dude, so that's that guy. It's 12:43. If I get through to the next person, Lorraine McGill at Willow, and I get an appointment with her, that would be cool. Let's see what happens. So let's have a look at who Lorraine is. Lorraine McGill, Operations Director at Bow Digital. So she, history of delivering sales strategies. Okay, so if they're a sales company, they're not going to take nice to me offering them sales. So I've got to look at their company quickly to see if there's a brand alignment. I'm going to sell them something from Pearl Lemon. So as you can see, they've got 6 employees. They're a small business. Okay, we work as an IT partner for your business. Okay, so that could probably work then. So I'm gonna ring Lorraine. Where is Lorraine? So I've got Lorraine's details here, and Lorraine McGill. Let's bring her thingy up, and let me stop sharing screen, and you guys can hear me make my second call, which will be with Lorraine McGill. Hopefully she answers. Let's see what happens. So 07823 078 no 07 0773 997 997 9839. Cool. So I'm calling Lorraine McGill. Let me know if you guys can hear the call. So I'm calling Lorraine at the moment.
Welcome to the O2.
So Lorraine did not answer. I'm going to save her number in my phone because in case she calls back, I want to know who it is, so I can, of course, just pick up the conversation from where I left. Bow Digital and PR Heather IT. So I've saved her details. In case she calls me back, I will then know who it is. I'm going to move on now, and I'm going to try and call someone else. So I've got Brendan O'Neill. Again, if you're just joining, this is me, Deepak. I'm making live cold calls. I'm calling people from a bunch of people that we connected with on LinkedIn. A lot of the time, they've forgotten who I am or who we are. So then I just go in and see if I can, obviously offer them something. So this chap, Brendan, is a sales specialist at Ogden Limited. They've got 6 employees. So he's a sales guy. So that should be quite interesting. Let me share my screen so you guys can see. I don't know that there's a best time for cold calling, Sylvan. I just kind of call. Well, I'm calling at 12:30 to 1 each day at the moment. Well, today I am. So hopefully you guys can see my screen. I'm calling this guy, Brendan. Heather from our team connected with him like probably a couple of weeks back. I'm pretty confident that he's forgotten who we are, but and he's a sales guy as well. So this should be quite fun because it's going to be me ringing another sales guy. So let's give him a ring and see how that call goes. 0779 07793 0555 80. Okay, cool. So I'm calling Brendan now. I hope you guys can hear the call. Turn it up.
Hello.
Hi there. Sorry, is this Brendan?
Yes.
Brendan, my name's Deepak. I don't know if this rings a bell, but I think my colleague Heather connected with you on LinkedIn maybe a couple of weeks back now in regards to Pearl Lemon and PR. Does that ring a bell at all to you, or you don't remember? Got no idea who I'm talking about?
I do remember the name, but to be honest, no, I don't remember.
Listen, it's okay. I totally understand. Can I take basically, I reckon about 25 seconds of your time to explain who I am, why I'm calling, and you can tell me whether that's interesting or no.
Okay.
Okay, brilliant. So long story short, I work with Heather. I am part of a company called Pearl Lemon. We are basically a marketing company. We do a manner of things. One of them is calling people like we are right now, like yourself, to see if we can sell in services. We do that for our clients as well. Outside of that, we also do things such as PR, i.e. getting you into the press and media, as well as running ads and ranking you on Google. I've got no idea whether any of those things are interesting to you, but it is what we do. And within anything I've said, is there any scope where for I think it's pronounced Odegon. I apologize if I completely messed it up. But is there any?
Odegon.
Okay, perfect. Odegon. Is there anything within that could potentially be worth having a further conversation about?
Well, look, I don't own the Odegon company, so what I'd have to do is talk to the people that own the company.
Okay.
Whether they would want, because them would be paying for it, not me.
No, I understand. I understand.
Purely in sales.
Is it? I mean, and feel free to tell me what you think. Is it worth, for example, so Jude heads up our biz dev. Is it worth, for example, us getting on a call with yourself and one of the team? You saying, look, this bloke Deepak called me. He seems okay. The pitch sounds straightforward enough. Maybe we should get on a call together. Does that sound realistic? Maybe I'm just trying to think of something that's practical for yourself.
Well, look, I'll have a conversation with the owner. That's the best I can do for you.
Look, brilliant. Is there for example a good time where I could maybe just give you maybe a call back? You say, look, Deepak, I'll talk to Frank. I'm seeing him this afternoon. Actually, you can give me a call a little bit later, or I've got your mobile, of course. I can obviously just WhatsApp you. What's best for you? Basically, I guess is what I'm asking.
Well, I really need to have a conversation. I'll take a note of your number, and if he's interested, I'll get back to you.
Okay, all right. Final thing, do I have permission to, for example, just give you a quick call on, let's just say Tuesday, just say, hey, even if it's a no, I'd love to just hear what you and the owner thought about it. Does that seem reasonable?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Okay, all right. So I'll just try you again on Tuesday. If I don't hear from you, what I'll do right now is I'll just WhatsApp you my name and obviously our website. So if it comes up, you can quickly obviously check it out and stuff, just to see, you know, who I am. We're legit.
Yeah, I've seen it, Pearl Lemon. I've seen the website.
Ah, cool. It sounds like you Googled it immediately to double check. All right, brilliant.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, listen, Brendan, I really appreciate your time, buddy. And well, look, I'll keep my fingers crossed. And hopefully, you know, you know, maybe you ping me tomorrow and say, hey, actually, yeah, let's have a chat. But worst case, I'll just call you or message you on Tuesday to kind of hear what the uptake was.
Okay, no bother.
All right, brilliant. Thank you for that, Brendan.
All right.
Cheers, buddy.
Bye.
Bye. Hey guys. So as you can see, that was Brendan. He works for a company. Let me stop sharing my screen. I'm going to save his details and I'm going to pass that on to Jude potentially. But his name's Brendan. So to be clear, these are people we've connected with on LinkedIn, and then LinkedIn gives you people's contact details. So then you can call them. A lot of the time, people don't remember who it was that called. So it's a lot like a cold call. They're like, maybe it rings a bell, maybe it doesn't. But I've had people who just don't remember at all. So that's probably more often the case, if I'm being honest. And with this chap, as he said, he's going to talk to the business owner, and I'm going to pop him a message on WhatsApp just now, and see if something comes of it. So and then also, of course, just let Jude know that what's his name? His name. You know what? I'll just drop him a message. Hey Brendan, it's Deepak here. I just gave you a rang. So this is my hey Brendan, it's Deepak here. I'm the chap that just gave you a ring. So yeah, this is my number, and yeah, I'll keep my fingers crossed for Tuesday, and I'll just pop in our website address again, because I appreciate that you know, you might not remember it by the weekend. Cheers, buddy. So I'm gonna just send him the WhatsApp, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send the details of that call to Jude, who will then Brendan. So sorry guys, I'm sure you got some questions. I'm going to look at them in a minute. It's just because I'm doing this, as you can see, totally live, so it's not pre-recorded stuff. So I think that that's why it's a challenge, but I've got the number saved and I've done that good stuff now. So yeah, guys, 2 calls that I made today where I got through to someone, and I've got 1 appointment in the diary, and I've got 1 person who said he's going to speak to the business owner and basically follow up. So it's I'm pleased with that. I think that that's a good hit rate, and that is what we do. Sorry, I'm distracted because I am basically sending all of these details to Jude, who is copy clipboard, who is our sales guy, and he will right. So that's done, guys. It's 12:55. That was me. 25 minutes of cold calling. We do cold calling, of course, at Pearl Lemon Leads. That is an example of what we're doing. Sylvan's saying that you should add an example of what you're doing, like we help X doing Y. If you're talking about social proof on calls, I wouldn't actually recommend doing that because people see through it, the case study stuff. So I don't do that on calls. You'll notice on none of my calls, I do the case study stuff. I only provide it when people ask for it. The key is to have a very, very simple elevator pitch and then give people the impression that they're in control, because then they feel that they're leading the conversation, whereas really I'm presenting them with a range of options for things they might like. So they cherry pick between that. And for the most part, most people have some kind of need at those levels, whether it's PR or cold calling. And the cold calling is generally the thing that people do like more than anything else. But once you get into a conversation, if you have a call, once you've had a booking, then you're able to really determine wider scope. So guys, that is me. I'm going to come back again tomorrow at 12:30 UK. I'm going to start sending this out to my email list because I'm not doing a very good job of it. But I hope that made sense. I hope that was useful. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments when you've watched this and I'll pick them up. And if I didn't answer anything, I will pick them up. But I hope that makes sense, guys. Catch you soon.